Welcome back, guys. Right now we are in Hong Kong, and earlier I grossly underestimated what time I would arrive here. I thought I was going to arrive at 2 p.m., but now it's already like 9 and I didn't get here till like 7, so kind of ruined my plan for the video that I wanted to do right when I got here. But I figured let's just go out and explore the city because it's nighttime right now and it just looks absolutely gorgeous right now, and I'll just wake up early tomorrow and we'll do the video tomorrow. That didn't happen. You see, I have a score to settle with Hong Kong. It's a love-hate relationship. I mean, I absolutely love Hong Kong and the times I've been there, but every single time something has went wrong and Hong Kong has not let me leave with what I want. A video to share with you guys. Let me explain. Months ago, my first time in Hong Kong, I made this amazing video, which at the time was the funnest video I've ever shot. I walked directionless, exploring the city until I found Victoria Peak. Really one of the most awe-inspiring times I've had while traveling, but the thing is, I lost all the footage. All 62 gigabytes worth of footage. My memory card corrupted as soon as I got back to the hostel, and my whole day's adventure, 12 hours worth, gone. In an instant. I tried everything to get the footage back, but it overheated and fried. I left the next morning absolutely demoralized. Days later, in a passive-aggressive attempt to make a crude drawing video of my experience, I scrapped the whole video and conceded defeat. Hong Kong 1, Colin 0. As for the other 2 times, which includes this video, Hong Kong on paper is about a 4 to 5 hour trip. But somehow it takes 8 to get there, and let's just say I didn't learn my lesson the first time. Which leads us to this moment. Arrival at 7 p.m. My flight leaves the next day at 2 p.m. I mean, that only gives me a few hours, it's dark out. I can't get a proper video. Hong Kong 3, Colin 0. Or is it? Geared up and ready for a night out on the town and unprepared for anything but what I had originally planned, I wasn't exactly sure what the night would bring. After going through town aimlessly, I decided to head to a place that I knew wouldn't fail me. A quick hop on subway line 2 and right out the Central Station stop exit D is the ever so famous, or infamous, depends on how you look at it, LKF Party Street. A rather steep L-shaped street that began as an area of prostitution in the 1870s, LKF has transformed over the last century into what it is today. Arguably one of the hottest entertainment spots in the world. Lined with open-air bars and restaurants, people can't help but to pour out onto the narrow street, which in turn makes this street feel more connected as just one big party. Being able to seamlessly mingle from one establishment to the next is one of the main draws of this street. You will, without a doubt, meet people from all over the world here, which happens to be one of my favorite things about this street. Yeah. We're going where? 7-Eleven. Like this guy I met from England. He wanted to educate you on quote-unquote bar 7-Eleven, because you can also grab beers there and drink them on the street. There's a 7-Eleven at both the top and bottom of the street, and they also offer free Wi-Fi.
And you know, you got all the classics. You got the Grimbergen. You got the Grimbergen. I mean, no bar is complete without Grimbergen.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you know, you got your various tins. You got your special.
Okay.
This is for when you're really having a shit night and you just want to go to sleep. You drink a few of these, you eat some McDonald's, and then you go to sleep. So Skull, right, used to be the main export of Hong Kong. Skull was what the lifeblood of the city, and for some reason 7-Eleven destroyed it. And I will never forgive them for that.
After learning about the amazing 1000% true long-standing relationship between Hong Kong and the shitty beer we know as Skull, the newly formed trio headed up the street to only run into another guy who is talking to us about his time in the now torn down walled city of Kowloon.
Oh, I have 2 questions for you. Yes. Have you been to Kowloon walled city?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
How was it?
I was there before they tore it down.
Yeah, how was that?
Yes.
How was it?
It was the only place in Hong Kong that was actually had a law unto its own. Don't lose the history. You can record it if you like. I left it in 1965, came back in 1989.
I was just wondering, because like, is it portrayed like in the documentaries about it, that how it really was, or?
The walled city was a country into itself. it was a self-sustaining economy.
Yeah.
And write that about it, and not a lot of people know that.
Still curious about the Kowloon walled city, I got his information and told him I would seek him out for an interview next time I was in Hong Kong. We soon parted ways with the gentleman, and well, the rest of the night was history. We went to a few clubs, enjoyed ourselves, and then wished each other well in our life journeys. You see, I make these videos because I want to share with you my experiences of living abroad, but also because I want to show you that traveling and living abroad isn't that big scary thing. I mean, it's a crazy thing, that's for sure, but it's actually a lot easier than people expect. And if you have the desire to experience what this world has to offer, my advice to you is do everything you can to make that happen. For years I used to make excuses as to why I couldn't do it. I still have to pay off my car. I have a secure job now. What if it doesn't work out abroad? And so on and so forth. And over the years, I'd always ask myself, well, what is the one thing I want to do with my life? And the answer was always travel. Always. So I just left. Anyways, if you made it this far, I just want to say thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, always ask. I've been contemplating on diversifying my channel and starting a video podcast located on the literal streets here in China, so I can answer questions and just talk about traveling in general. Of course, I'll still be making these videos on a consistent basis. Thanks again, and we will see you next time.